I came here in '86, and about 1989, I made my first trip to East Africa. And everywhere you went, you would start sharing the gospel, and you'd have to keep starting over and over again because the crowd just kept getting so large. And literally, hundreds of thousands of people were swept into the kingdom of God. And I thought it cost so little to minister there because our dollar went so far. And I just began to think, well, shouldn't we go where it's so fertile and continue to plow and work and plant and water here as well? I stood on a rooftop in Jordan just recently, and what really captured my heart as I looked out over a large city is they may not have a car and the house may not even be decent, but they've all got a satellite dish. When I think about Kingdom Sat, one of the things that really inspires me is its uniqueness. Uniqueness in that you have Dr. David Jeremiah, a scholar like R.C. Sproul, a wonderful Bible teacher and scholar and author like Dr. Michael Youssef. And I believe that at Kingdom Sat, you're going to find a balance that'll help you grow. It'll cause you not only to love Christ more, but understand your need to connect with His body, the local church, and the difference it makes when we share life and fellowship with other believers. I want to invest in that which will outlast me. My wife and I give hundreds of dollars every week to our Kingdom Sat budget because just personally, we just have such a deep love for it. But just the other day, the finance committee came to me and said, we're convinced this is overwhelming. You don't need to raise this anymore. It's now going to be a budget item in our missions. So I'm able to preach in places that my feet will never take me. And that's not even open, but it's accessed by the Kingdom Sat. Most recent days, I had a visitor to the church named Muhammad. Muhammad lives about 100 miles south of Iraq in Baghdad. And he shared that he had been a devoted Muslim, but had watched me regularly for 2 years. And in that time, God deeply convicted him that Jesus Christ was the Son of God. And he abandoned Islam. And he emailed me recently, and his request was, could I send him some envelopes? Because he wanted to start sending gifts to this church. And in particular, hopefully that would get to Kingdom Sat so others could hear the gospel. Only God knows how many men are awake late at night or early in the morning or at their office, and they would want no one else to know, but they're considering the claims of Christ, and God is moving their heart. How many during Ramadan are going to be praying for a vision and maybe turn their TV on, and that be the answer to the vision they're looking for when they hear clearly that Jesus is God's Son? The vision is to continue to go as broad as God will allow us, thanks to the people that will support and will believe in making the gospel known, people that want to make an investment in something that will outlast them, go much further than they'll ever go. I personally don't know of anything I write a check to week in and week out that I feel is a better investment of my dollars. Even though we're preaching the gospel around the world through Kingdom Sat, we never make any appeal for funds in those countries. So really, you're underwriting this ministry. You're making the gospel available and known, and you're not just helping pave the way, you literally are paying the way. I'm grateful not only for Michael's passion to make much of the cross, but I will assure you in Kingdom Sat, the message will always be the message of the cross.